Hi friends, my name is Raju Agmare. Today's our discussion topic is exception handling in Java. Now we will see the what is the exception handling and what is the exception and when the exception handling is occurring in the program. Now first exception is the any event that disturb the normal flow of our execution, that is known as the exception. And the exception handling is the in normal flow of our execution that disturb the any exception, that is array index out of bound exception, SQL exception, number out of range in exception. These are the some exceptions occur in the program. There are the two types of the exceptions, that is check exception and uncheck exception. The first one is the uncheck exception. The check exception is the any class that inherit to throwable classes except the runtime exception. The example of that check exception is SQL exception, uh, number out of bound exception. And there is another type of exception is exception handling is unchecked exception. In the What is the exception? Unchecked exception is the uh, any class that inherit by to the classes uh, at the runtime, that is known as the uncheck exception. There are the example of that uncheck exception is array index out of bound exception, string index out of bound exception, null point exception. And these are the types of that unchecked exception. And there are the basically two types of exceptions. First one is the exception and other is the error. There are some error found at the execution. The first one is the memory out of range. The second one is the there is the another error is our there are the error types. The first one is the memory out of storage, the stack overflow. These are the types of error. The example of exception, the exception handling is overcome by using the try catch blocks. In the try block, we can put the our exception block, and we can catch that exception block in the catch block. And after that it gives the normal flow of our execution by using the exception handling. So this is all about the exception handling in Java.